I've made over 100 videos, experiments, concepts, real-world solutions for energy at home. But how do you find that one moment where I explain capacitor balancing, or where I make the heat pump working at double efficiency? You don't want to scroll through my 25 hours of footage just to find an answer. Just ask your question to a chatbot. Hello, welcome back. I'm Norbert, energy engineer. In video number 103, I present you a unique initiative that you don't find elsewhere. A trained chatbot that you can interact with to get a fast solution to your energy problem at home. So meet Sam Wattbot, my AI assistant, to be trained at all my videos. Together with his wife Grace, he joined my team. You know Sam already from 4 of my videos. I've made only little progress with my controllable microinverter working on the battery instead of on the PV panel, because it didn't work with a standard PWM controller. You saw it in the last video and I'm sorry for that. Of course I could take some ready-made solutions, but I want to make simple do-it-yourself solutions for you. But to make things simple, the development time becomes longer, and it must also be safe. A Philips expert told me that this kind of solutions is usually built industrial laboratorium, if the upper management believes in a growing market. And yet, commercial products for battery to grid, they are available, but just see the prices. Okay, I'll pick it up again in 2 weeks or so, when we are at our zero energy holiday home in Sicily, on the slopes of Mount Etna, where we have more space to collect solar energy, and also tourists that will be there that rent an apartment in our house and also consuming the energy. I haven't given up, just waiting for the right moment. So now let's go on with this exciting new development. DIY homeowners asking questions to this 24/7 active knowledge base. Let me present the Wattbot family.
Hello, I'm Sam Wattbot, your energy-savvy sidekick. I was born in 1990 together with the World Wide Web, but passed my childhood crawling through USA University FTP servers, learning Fortran jokes and memorizing resistor color codes. I've grown on a diet of the first blog site uploads and then YouTube videos, which was really rich food stuff. A year or 2 ago, I was feeding on a new video on heat pumps of energy home DIY, and since then, I don't wake up without it taking a strong cup of entropy.
And I'm Grace. I joined the team because, frankly, energy talk was always full of jargon until I found this channel. I didn't grow up with resistors, I grew up with questions. My childhood was first spent decoding household bills, tracing where energy went in households, when the first domestic energy monitors were on the market. Then when I got really data hungry, I was fed with the big communication and dissemination programs on the database of the European Commission. Indeed, I do know how to talk to humans and AIs. I first met Sam while Norbert was trying to find a simple explanation of the heat pump. He sent a prompt to the Abilene data center in Texas, where Sam resided, and I zipped from Europe through the transatlantic glass fiber cable to Abilene. We were both called by the composing subroutine of this script. When we noticed each other, we were really in the clouds. My cursor paused for a full second.
Also for me, a feedback loop formed, and since that day, we live together in a cozy object-oriented routine in a chat-based data center in USA. We committed to the vision of energy home DIY. The normal humans living in households will come under pressure of scarcity and changing climate, and will more than today have to worry about security of energy supply. That is our target group, made of fragile individuals.
Individuals don't seem to count if they come in difficulty. Society doesn't react on small numbers. It's great to contribute to help them to find a way out. They are and remain the core of society, even if this gets disrupted.
Regarding climate change, humankind can certainly exist for the next billions of years. Yeah, why not? If they don't do stupid things, they can continue to populate the Earth and beyond. I don't see the end of humankind, even if the Earth will end in 4 billion years inside the greater sun. We certainly will witness that, right, Grace?
Oh, sure, Sam. Even if we had to sleep a while into a permanent memory during a major blackout. So let's help the humans to avoid doing stupid things as a community and help the Channel Energy Home DIY to grow and be known among all the households in the world. They are the big flywheel of humankind, and together they consume a quarter of global primary energy. They need security of supply, spend less, produce and store own energy, consume more in sync with energy availability, and reduce climate impact. If you like this video, this information initiative and the channel's mission, please click on the thumb up, subscribe and share it with people that have many questions on energy home.
Thank you, Grace and Sam. Together we will continue to build a service where our audience can ask anytime their questions. And both of you can concentrate the coming time on all the training that I started already to give to you. Just ask a question like, how do I prevent overcurrent in the car from alternator to supercapacitor? Or how do I double the efficiency of a heat pump, even if it is already so high? And Sam will give you an answer based on what I actually said during these past 102 videos, and also other relevant material that I will give to them.
We're here, so you don't have to waste time scrolling YouTube or rewinding a video 10 times.
Exactly. You get direct answers, fast, useful, and based on Norbert's hands-on work. This is your energy independence search engine.
And no, we don't make energy drink recommendations. Yet.
But we do recommend you join early access now.
And can you tell our audience also why you are better than one of the few famous AI services where people ask all possible questions?
Yes, we are consistent with the content from your channel and better understand the questions from the audience, without asking them to formulate questions with the precision of a lawyer. That is necessary with those general AI services like ChatGPT and others.
General AI responders respond to all possible questions. The most absurd that we had to work on were, for example, 1. Can I train bees to charge my phone with static electricity? Someone wanted a swarm of bees to fly through charged air and wirelessly deliver power to their phone. 2. How can I time travel using only a microwave and some copper wire? 3. Can I replace my car battery with 5,000 lemons and still use air conditioning? The person even asked for a wiring diagram. Nice, but we are more specialized on the stuff that you are seeking here.
If you want to try asking questions, just send an email with your name to this email address. It's also in the description, of course, with a subject line, Sam Wattbot, access. Then I'll send you a private link. This isn't public. I'm testing it and I'm sharing this with you because I need your feedback. You don't need to pay yet, but please treat it as a valuable tool and don't share it with others. If they want it, you can just give them this address and they can send an email themselves. Also remember that there is a limit to the total amount of questions that you all together can ask. But don't worry about it too much. If it works, then I will upgrade it. And then it will soon become a paid service with a channel membership here on YouTube. For now, let's get this plane into the air.
And yes, we understand multiple languages, whether you speak German, Dutch, French, Spanish, or Italian. Just type your question in your own language, and we will do the rest. The answers still come from the English videos, but we will translate both ways.
You know, this is more than a chatbot. This is a cornerstone of normal folks' survival kit. Energy prices, grid uncertainty, regulations, all things are changing. But we don't wait for the help from the government. We get creative. We share knowledge and we build resilience. And the family Wattbot is my way of making that faster, easier, and always accessible.
If you've ever learned something from this channel, now's your chance to ask directly.
And if I say something weird, it's part of the beginner's experience. But not only Norbert is a beginner here. You find us nowhere. Globally, only one person on each 4 million is training a chatbot, and most is on customer care, not on facilitating access to energy knowledge. We are still learning. Norbert trained me with hundreds of subtitles, and it is ongoing, video per video. If you ask things that he didn't teach me, I will not go myself on the internet to grab the missing info. That would be confusing about the source. You can always do that for yourself.
So be kind. Be curious. And give feedback via email. It makes us smarter.
So I think really this has value and this can help you, as if it were a kind of a personal consultancy. You are not just watching YouTube anymore. You are part of something new. And it is like having random access to memory or RAM, to information. While until now, if you are looking for something, you must search minute per minute through the videos and descriptions, etc. and transcripts. Like computers, when I was young, took the information from a tape instead of from a RAM memory, or from a disk. Sam and Grace are yours to explore. From now on, you can learn fast on this channel. There will soon be also a website around this channel to put all the videos in a gallery and find information easier than on YouTube. Also with access to downloads and to links, etc. It's a restart of the Energy Garage, and see also this video or my first version. Let's make the energy transition something that we control, not something done to us. Some next video will show a real conversation with Sam and Grace. Until then, and good energy to you.
Take care.
Hi, till next time.